Hello everybody, it's Edwina from My Craft Orchard. How are you? Christmas planners. Now, I'm not talking about my December setup or memory keeping or anything like that today. What I'm talking about is the planner that you're going to plan Christmas with. Very similar to if you were getting married and had a wedding planner, or if you had a baby planner, for all of those things to do related to that subject. So this is just purely Christmas. Now, I have two planners that I use. This one is a ring folder, which I have actually dissected because I was taking sections out of it. But that's like a Christmas Bible, I suppose, or a tomb or a wiki or something like that. And in there goes everything. So Christmas recipes that I really like, traditions that we started doing, ideas. So come March, somebody's talking about, oh, we had this at Christmas, or we did this Christmas, or this recipe. I've got somewhere to write it down, because these Christmas planners will all be put away. But this one stays out all of the time to sort of gather those ideas and those sort of things. You never know when a good Christmas idea is going to come up on you. So that's what I use that for. It's more like a heirloom type information type folder. So this year's planner, I have got this one. As you can see, I've taken it apart. It came on the rings, and I actually bought it because I really liked the dividers that came in it. So these were the dividers that came in it, and I just absolutely loved these. Now this planner was out of Home Bargains. It only cost me £1.99, so me taking it apart isn't costing hardly anything, to be honest. You know, you could pay £2 just for the card and spend all that time printing them. So that's fine. In fact, they were so cheap I bought my sister one of these. And I really like the cover as well. Now when I came to this, let's move those out of the way. When I was looking at this, I was thinking, do I leave it in the rings? But when I got to it, all of the pages, some of these pages, so like for instance, you've got a budget tracker and you've got a New Year's Eve shopping list. For some reason the divider was between them, so there was a shopping list and then there were budget trackers, and they were all sort of the insides of this are all sort of mixed up. So I would have had to take it apart anyway to sort of put it right, if that makes sense. So that's what I've done. I've taken it apart. Those are the dividers that are out of my Bible one. I was just messing because yesterday I was trying to work out what is it I wanted to do. What is it? How do I want my planner to be? Do I put it straight in my bullet journal? I've done that. It hasn't worked in the past, so I decided not to use it this time. And also, I don't want Christmas in amongst all my November stuff. I want them completely separate. So I decided to go for rings. Now, you've probably noticed that Christmas for me is red. I have to have a red binder or a red notebook or something like that. If you were here last year, you know that I used a red notebook, and it's just something that I have to do. It's simple as that. I've used this a couple of times. So this is just, it's like a felt one. I had this off Amazon a couple of years ago. You might be able to still get them. But it's a 6-ring binder. And it's got pockets on either side. There's like a credit card, but there's a big pocket there as well. So I've got some black paper with dots on. I've never used that before. And I'm not sure whether to use that for memory keeping or in here, so I've just pulled that out, and it's sort of just floating about, if I'm honest. And then I've got a bit of paper that is punched. Ooh, nice picture. A fly leaf, which will go in there. And then I also, looks like a couple of years ago, I actually made a template for this, so I don't know if that'll still work, but we'll see. So a bit of spare paper. So in this, as you can see, these are 6 rings and this is ring bound. So what I need to work out, first of all, which I thought I'd do with you today to give you a bit of an idea, is where would the holes be on these if I punched them. So this was the template from the actual red file of facts. I think this came from the paper that came in it. So that looks like it's a bit bigger and those dividers are wider. But if I trim them down, it means I could re-hole them without, I'd just take these existing holes off. So that's those. And that's the paper I've just found in there. And you see that actually fits perfectly. So if I put the holes over the holes that were on the coil, then they're going to have to, I'm going to have to leave that piece on if I use proper A4, A5 paper. So the next question in all of this is, where would the holes be if I punched it? Well, that's the front cover, which I was planning on putting in like that. This is the back cover, which is a nice red piece of card which I could use for memory keeping or as a bookmark or something. So I'm going to actually use this with my punch just to work out where the holes are going to go. Let me move that because the light's shining on it. Right. So this is a proper File of Facts 6-ring holder, hole punch. Oh, it's a bit stiff. Sorry about the noise. Right then, so if you have a look, there we go. So that one there and there, that's the 6 that I've just punched, and it actually just sits inside some of the holes of the coil. So that's not going to be very strong, so I think I'm going to need to reinforce that somehow. So the biggest question is, how am I going to do that? So I've thought of 2 ways. I've got some reinforcers that I could put on. So being as this is my test piece, let's have a look at that. So I'd have to put one on either side because of the way the holes are. And you know what, I think that would work, just feeling that piece of card there. So yeah, so I could use reinforcers. I think these, I don't know if these are the plastic reinforcers. Let me get a pen, because I've actually seen somebody, I saw somebody, they got a sheet of reinforcers, and then they got the you know, the sponge with the inks, and they actually inked over all of the reinforcers in various ways, and then they actually sort of either made a feature on the planner, or they stood out and made a, you know, and it looked really nice. So I think these are, yeah, these are plastic, I think. But what I could do is I could colour these in. Something like that. It's a different red, but I could colour it in to keep, you know, hide the white if I wanted to. So there's an idea. Could use that idea. Something else I've done, particularly when I've been using the Happy Planner, is choose a washi tape that's not one of my favourites, shall we say, but it's still pretty. And then what I've done which I think I might do on the front cover, because front cover is going to take quite a lot of a beating in terms of moving about. Let's have a look, is that the right sort? So as I'm just looking at my washi and seeing if there's a better one, that one might be better. That one might be more in keeping. Because it's the front cover, we do want it to look nice. So I put a bit of washi on there. Well, that looks nice, doesn't it? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to put another piece on this side, like so. And then I'm going to punch it. And what will happen is the washi tape, the paper of the washi, will reinforce all of those holes. I'm sorry about the noise. Ooh, that's stiff. There we go. I can't actually punch it because it's too... my hole punch won't do it. I'm going to have to go and get my hand punch to do that, but I'll do that off camera because it looks like I'm going to have to washi tape all of the dividers to make them strong enough from my experiment here. See, I've just rubbed that ink and it's just literally come off. That's what happens when you're filming live. Not that I'm live. So let me just show you what the rest of this is. I think the decision is I'm going to take the coil off completely. So those are all note paper, and then in this there came budget trackers as well with notes on the back. A New Year's shopping list. So it says these are food ones. So it says dairy, beverages, miscellaneous, frozen meat, baking and pies, other groceries. And then so what it actually does, it gives you a page for your starter, your main and your dessert, sides and beverages for your menu, and then it gives you a page to write out your shopping list. So that's quite a good thing, and it does that for New Year's Eve as well. So I've got some budget trackers there. This one is a movie checklist. The Elf, Polar Express, Grinch Stole Christmas, love it. More budget trackers, lots and lots and lots of budget tracker pages. Probably won't use all of those. And then it comes back to menus, Boxing Day, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and then we have a Christmas card section, and that's quite a large Christmas card section. Again, I probably won't use all of those. Gift tracker. Yeah, gift tracker. So the sections are those, and so I've got my front page, and then on the dividers themselves it says gift tracker, Christmas cards, festive food budget, and Christmas movie checklist. As you can see, there's no actual monthly, weekly, daily in this planner. So what I was planning on doing is putting my November in my bullet journal, but I'm going to put a December calendar in here. I might even put a November, thinking about it, I might put November and December, and maybe even January. Let me, yes, I'm going to do that. November, December and January. I'm going to put the months in here. And then what I can do is I can plan out November shopping, cleaning, prep, and then I can, sorry, my light's on that. There we go. Where was I? So November, December, January, I can then plan out all of November's cleaning and shopping preparation. I can then write in everything that's going on, such as Christmas jumper day, trips, parties, that sort of thing, and then I'll be able to plan back what I need to take or wear and stuff like that. And then I can even, if I put January in, that then takes me up to the 5th of January, which is the 12th day, which is where I take all my Christmas decorations down. And then I can also in there plan all the putting the decorations away and that sort of thing. So that sounds like a good idea. Now to do that, I'm going to probably need some more dividers. So that would be my first one. That's definitely going to stay there. And I do have some dividers which were tucked into like that other one, which is, and they've got similar things like bulletin, planning cards, gifts, favourites, meal plans, arts and crafts, notes, which are already punched. And I think that's why I was trying to work out whether those dividers will go with those. And they're a bit bigger and the tabs don't really match up. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some, I think. I'm going to make a divider for this, and out of the 12 by 12 paper collection that I've got a lot of. If you've seen my latest video, the last video, which was the Christmas planner supply challenge, you'll see that I've got a lot of stickers and a lot of washi and a lot of everything in terms of Christmas decoration you could ever want. So maybe I should use some of it. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Yeah. Right. I am going to go away and I'm going to set this up, and I will come back and I will show you what I've done. Okay, so here's the final setup of my Christmas planner. Now it's been a few weeks since I filmed the first part of this, where I showed you how I was taking a notebook apart and things. So let me give you a quick flip through. Here there's a couple of slots, and what I want to do is I do want to put some more Christmassy sort of bookmarks, no, paper clips on there, but I haven't found any I like. So when I go in through my ephemera and things like that, for my memory keeping, maybe I'll find something that just goes on there. So I'm just going to keep a lookout for things like that. So in the front here I've got a couple of stencils, and then I've put one plastic pocket, should I say, and again I've got some cute snowman stickies in there. No, two. Thought they might go in there. No, they're too big, the cards. Maybe I could cut the card down, I don't know. And I've got some more stencils in there, and so that I'm going to leave that at the front, keep the stencils in, or I could just tuck them into that front pocket. Not sure, haven't decided. And then I've left the plastic fly leaf on, and there you go. So it's all nicely punched, it's looking very nice. And then I found a calendar and a monthly at a glance. Now I don't know if I'm going to use this month at a glance or whether I actually want the double month spread, because I'm actually going to use this for December. So my December planning will be here with all the Christmas planning at the back. That's what I've decided to do. I think I'm going to be changing the month at a glance to a full month, because I can decorate it more and there's more space. but I think that's what I'm going to do. I've then added a couple of just a piece of plain dot grid paper, and then daily planners. Now this month at a glance, this calendar month at a glance, and these daily planner pages are all from the Lux planner system, Lux Productivity A5. I found them on Amazon, and they look, I thought, oh, I wonder if they'll do for next year, is what I thought. So I put them in here to give them a go. Now, anybody who's been here a while will know that I actually like a weekly. So I've got to work out whether to put the weekly on this page, because the daily planners have got that, and then they've got a completely blank page on every sort of the back of each daily page is completely blank. So I thought I'd give this a go. I don't know. Dailies and me are a bit... I've got my index card system for days, you see, so we'll see. I think it's me having a go, and if I don't like it, then it's all ready for January. So I've put 2 weeks in there, and then this red card is actually the back of the planner book itself. So I've dropped that in there, and what I'm going to put on there is I might write December, or I might put Merry Christmas. I haven't decided, which is why I haven't done anything. And then I've washi taped all of the dividers, and the actual pages themselves, which is why they're a bit short, I've just cut the holes off and just punch them. I decided that was a much easier and a much better way of doing things. And then I've just put all the pages in as it is. So there's the gift tracker, Christmas cards, festive foods, budget tracker, Christmas movie checklist. And then right at the back I've left all of this pretty note paper, which, looking at it, you could actually use that during autumn, not just Christmas. That's nice, isn't it? And then a couple of more sort of pages at the back in case I need extra notes and things. Now I haven't filled any of this out, even though I have been making a few notes in my bullet journal. That's my next task, is to start filling out all of these sort of shopping lists and deciding who to send Christmas cards to, what gifts I'm going to buy, because next week I am actually starting, well, no, when you see this week I'm starting Christmas shopping, and I have got a few bits because Elf brings Harry's advent calendar, so that's going to be a nice surprise, as to see what Elf's going to bring us this year. The other thing I wanted to show you, hold on, was this. So, as you can see, it's from Rowan Berry, under the Rowan tree. This is from Under the Rowan Tree, and it is a Rowan Berry box. But this is actually the Advent box, and I am really excited about this. So in here there is lots and lots of envelopes all ready to open, with lots of nice things. There's small envelopes, there's big envelopes, there's thick envelopes. So I am super excited. Now if you are interested in an planner advent, Under the Rowan Tree are still doing them. I think they've still got a few left, so if you're quick you might still be able to get one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open these boxes. I'm going to open each envelope each day, starting on the 1st of December, and I'm going to put them onto Instagram, and then halfway through December I might get all of the things to show you. If you are interested in anything from Under the Rowan Tree, I have a discount card, which I'll discount code, which I will link down below. In it's Edwina10, and that will entitle you to 10% off. It is an affiliate link, which means I get a nice few points to spend on more stationery like this. So If you'd like to support me and you love the stuff that Rowan Berry Under the Rowan Tree sells, there's stickers, there's washi, there's pens, there's art stuff, please use that code and go and get yourself some Christmas presents, or even tell your husband to go and get some Christmas presents. That would be nice. So if you want to catch me opening these, follow me on my Instagram. Again, I will link all the details below, and I will here on YouTube do sort of like a big sort of haul, sort of maybe halfway through the month, just to have a look. So that's my Christmas planner, all ready to go, plus my December sort of setup. If you want me to do a flick through of this at the beginning of December to show you what the finished thing actually looks like, then please comment down below. If you like any of these ideas, or you want, if you've got any questions or anything like that, again, please and put some questions down below, put some comments. I always like, what are you doing for Christmas planner? Have you got a Christmas planner dedicated? Are you just going to use the system you're using now? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, my craft orchard, where skills and ideas can grow, and I will see you next time. Bye.